Worst possible start. I mean, what can I say?
Yeah, I mean, just before the warm-up, obviously we had to change things, and with Rach Daly to left wing back because we had a problem just pre-warm-up, and then that was one change that kind of manipulated what we did a little bit, and then after 4 minutes that happening, it was a sucker punch, wasn't it? But look, what I will say is I think there's a lot of pride for the players because you can roll over. You come to the Champions with 11 players, it's hard enough, and with 10 you have to dig deep, and I thought they did that, and there's immense pride for them tonight.
Can I just ask on, obviously, how is Anna feeling? Obviously, one of those things.
Yeah, listen, she's just come to me, she's obviously upset, she's apologised, but these things happen in football, and she's a great girl, she's a great keeper, it's one of those moments. It can happen at any point, and it'll hurt her, but I just said you have to get it out of your head now and we move on. But she's gutted, of course.
Can I ask you also about Sophia Paul's performance, because it's a lot to come in there, someone of her age especially, under that much pressure, and have a debut like that, and she pulled off some exceptional saves. So what do you make of her performance?
I thought she was excellent. I think I don't know what she was thinking at 4 minutes when she's thinking she's getting her first senior minutes, but at Chelsea live on Sky, it's not something she's probably prepared for. But she said to me at half time, "Am I doing okay?" And I said, "You're doing unbelievably well." So she's 17. There's a reason that England and Villa are investing a lot of time into her. She's got a really, really bright future ahead of her, and for her first game to be in that manner, I thought she was excellent.
And also Miri Taylor had a really good game as well, and kind of what you made of her performance.
I thought she was excellent. I thought there was a few of them that I really did think they were superb, and that's her first start. And she came on against Leicester, and she can break up the play, and we needed that tonight. And I thought she was brilliant. She was actually supposed to be on a little bit less minutes, but as in limited minutes. We had a number of players that were supposed to be on limited minutes for various reasons, but they've all had to take one for the team, and credit to her.
And you said previously before about your friendship with Emma Hayes. Obviously, the last time you're going to play against her, is there a bit of a sigh of relief that you're not playing against her again? Or?
I'm gutted. You know why? Because this is the only team that I've not beat in the WSL. So I did say that to her, but there's no love lost. So no, I'll go and see her. I'll see her in the Olympics, and then I'll go and probably go to one of her big mansions in America at some point.
Can I just check with Sophia kind of how much discomfort was she have to battle through in that second half? It looked like she was getting a fair bit of...
Yeah, I was getting discomfort, worrying about who was going to go in goal as well. I think we were trying to draw straws on who could go in goal, but no, it's a little bit of, I think it's more cramp and a little bit of a strain, but you know what, she's got through it, and we'll wrap her up now in cotton wool ready for next week, because obviously we're down to 1 now.
Carla, how good was it having the likes of Rachel and the player back alongside her, just to give her that bit of support?
Yeah, massively. I mean, we've got senior players in the group: Rach, Jordan, Rach Causey, Rach Daly, Jordan, Noelle. You know, I look at Noelle as a senior player as well, and they've all helped her out. And you could see that every save they made, every save she made, they were all around her, looking after her, talking to her. But yeah, I think it was an important night for the experienced players to step up.
Charlotte?
You mentioned about managing against Emma. What is it like to manage against her?
It's the only manager in the league I don't have fallout. Well, not fallouts with, but no, we have a. It's a. You want to aspire to achieve what Emma has. That's a reality. I think when I first come into the job and I first met her 5 years ago, you always have to. You look up to Emma, of course, because she's done an unbelievable job, and she took me under her wing when she didn't need to. So then when you come up against her, everything she's taught you and what she tries to, get into you, you try and execute. And I did think to myself, if we could manage to get something, then she'd probably kick herself for helping me so much over the years. But I enjoy going up against her. Why? Because she's been there, she's done it, she's won it all. She's, this WSL will be a worse place without her for sure.
She said before that you sometimes give her grief before something.
Do you know what? When I saw that, I was on the bus yesterday and I sent her a video saying, well, you're going to get some, I won't use the words that I put in my message, but I said you're going to get some now. But no, listen, we have a good friendship, a good relationship. She's guided me. I think, over the last 4 years, when I make mistakes or I say things, I come out of things sometimes, and she's the first person to pick up the phone, good, bad and ugly, and I'll miss that. But I no doubt she gives me as much stick as I give her, by the way, for sure.
Regardless of being a player down, how did you want to create chances?
So, initially, before being one down? Yeah, before being one down, we knew that we could utilise the ball. And do you know what? Before we did, we had a good little spell when the game started. But then you go down to 1, you go down to 10, and we did still try to get on the ball. But then you release one more outlet, and it becomes difficult because you're playing a 5-3-1 essentially. So the only way you get out is through your wing backs, and then you need your 9 to link. But if you're getting out one side and then you're getting out the other, and you've only got one, it's difficult for that one to get across and link. So it becomes difficult. But yeah, we've got to take. I think the girls have left everything out there today.
Sandra?
Carla, just wanted to ask, obviously you've got a few key players missing, but the team did as well as they could, I guess, defensively, particularly with, as you say, Sophia coming in for a debut in a game like that. Just how do you feel, particularly your experienced players have helped in terms of managing the fact that there's a few missing through injury and the like?
Massive, because let's be real, we've got Daphne out, Lucy Stan, Lucy Parker. Kenza wasn't supposed to play more than 30 tonight. We've got Dree out, we've got Dan Turner out, we've got now Leety out, we've got we're talking big players that usually start. So, but those that have stepped up, they've stepped up well, and leaders have really stepped up. So, we've got to hold on to the good from tonight and deliver it against West Ham, because we've got to focus on nothing but 3 points against West Ham.
Having flirted with relegation previously, not last season, but previously before that, you've moved into the middle tier now. Is this as good as it's going to get, or how do you make it better?
It's a very good question. Budgets have just been put in, so we'll see. Whether they say yes, no, we'll see.
Is it as simple as that now?
For every club, yeah, it's normal. This is a time of year that you can put in really what you want to do, and usually by the end of April, not just us, every club will know where they're at budget-wise, what they can do, what they can't do. We're no different.
It's a statement of intent, isn't it, from the club, depending on what your budget is.
Correct.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks all.
Can I just ask one problem?
You were going to follow up?
Yeah.
Luke didn't let you.
That's all right.
Sorry, I had tunnel vision. Sandra's.
Was it just minutes of why Hanson, Lehman, Leon didn't start?
Yeah, so Kirsty has obviously been out for 7 weeks, is it? She's only been back training a week, so she's on 30 to 40 minutes. Dree, we weren't going to bring her at all. Dree has played more minutes and done more air miles than I think anyone I've seen. It's been obscene, and she is exhausted, and we have to look after individuals, not players. And you know what, we offered her a chance to go away for a couple of days and have a spa and not come actually, but she wanted to be with the team, but there was never any intention to use her. If it was 1-0 and there was 1 goal in it, or it was close, then we would have probably released Dree, but there was no need. Lehman's, I think, look, Lehman's in a position where it was Leash or Sarah. Sarah's done well in that position, and obviously Leash prefers playing further up, but when you play a 2, that doesn't necessarily sometimes suit her, so that was personnel more than